All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down throw for Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First down, Mariota. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Buying time to his left. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
21.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holland. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. They give him a gain of 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. 25 tonight. Let's go.
Play action. It's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
To throw, Mariota. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Mariota to throw it. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Mariota on 1st down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They'll roll him out right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holland. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. He's got Floyd out left. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10 now. Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dayon Buchanan. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Floating one incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Right back to him on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offense.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That'll be taken in the end zone. And running right through it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Falcons now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here.
Hey, let's go.
I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, wait. 39.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Close. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ryan. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On second down, Mariota again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And able to find Dorsett. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll run it here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage. Big
play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Mariota. That is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It's Coleman here. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here's Mariota. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Patriots, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.